are three common mistakes that people make with their skincare that actually leads their skin to looking older than it is or than it needs to be. So the first one is that people use alkaline cleansers. And most cleansers out there are alkaline, sadly. And alkaline cleansers, soaps, are really good at clearing the grease out of your oven, but they're not good on your skin. And the reason they're not good is that we have a natural acid layer on our skin. It's called the acid mantle. And it's there for a reason. It's protective. So if you think when you're doing your skincare regime that cleansing is your first step, then you want that step to be a step going forward to make your skin look better, not a step going backwards because you've stripped off a layer that's protective and now you've got to make it better. But that's what most people are doing. So my cleansers are all pH balanced, which means they're the same pH as my skin, which is slightly acidic. So even my beauty bar or body bar, which looks like a soap, is actually pH balance. It's not acidic in such a way that it burns you. It's not really highly acidic, just slightly acidic to match my skin, so that when I start my cleansing regime, I'm moving forward with my skincare, not moving backwards. So that's the first thing. The second thing is that people think as they get older that their skin's getting drier. So they put oils on it, more oils, when in actual fact what's happened is your skin has become more dehydrated, and what you need is moisture. So we naturally have a natural moisturizing factor on our skin, and as we get older it reduces, so our skin gets drier. In our natural moisturizing factor we have ingredients, if you like, that are called humectants, and humectants absorb water in and plump up cells. So that plumping up of the cells gets less as we get older, and then we get those fine lines on our skin that makes our skin look like crepe paper, lots of fine lines on our face. That's because the skin's dehydrated. And you can have dehydrated skin if you've got oily skin type, if you've got a dry skin type, if you've got combination normal skin type. Anyone can have dehydrated skin. So the key is in your skincare to use products that have humectants. So we're mirroring what the body would naturally do, but it is reduced with time. So you want to look for humectants. Some humectants that you might see are glycerin, hyaluronic acid, PCA, urea, lactic acid, AHAs, urea. I think I said urea. Anyway, there's a whole list. If you want the whole list, message me and I can send you that. But basically, you want to get products with humectants that are going to plump up your cells. And that's really important. And then you will lose a lot of those fine lines that are due to dehydration and not just age. So that's the second one. The third tip is to just be aware that there is much more that you can do for the signs of aging as opposed to just superficial things. So a lot of people get Botox, where Botox sort of paralyzes the muscle so you can't move, so you lose some of your lines, or fillers that sort of plumps up, pushes the skin up when you've lost firmness. And they call those superficial treatments because what they're doing is they're acting on the actual signs. But if you go back to what is the cause of those signs, the cause is at the level of the cells. So the cells that produce collagen, which is a protein that gives you structure in your face, reduces or downgrades as you get older. So you get more wrinkles and lines up here. The cells that produce, or the genes that in the cells that produce elastin, they also reduce or downregulate. So you get more sagging and loss of firmness. So there's a lot of stuff happening at the cellular level. The genes that are dictating the production of these structural proteins are downgrading, and that's why we get the signs. Now the key is, and most people don't realize this, is that you can actually reprogram your cells. Reset them so that the genes that produce collagen, produce elastin, switch back on. and you can switch that around. And so looking for products that do that, so you act at the source of aging, is going to be much more effective in the long run than just using superficial treatments. So it's just really good to know that that's there.